Hi y'all. Well, I'm going to the gym today because today is day 32. It's crazy because when the morning starts, I worked out this morning, but when the morning starts, I'll be all pumped. I'm like, yes, one day I'm gonna be a boxer one day. And as the day goes on, after I have a few meals, then I'll be like, oh man, I gotta go to the gym. And then when I get done with the gym, I'll be all happy, ready to go. Forever. But I'm trying to give you guys as much different views as I can for real. I'm big on this channel. Switch it back. I don't want to switch it too far back. There you go. Boom. But, yeah, I don't really have much to talk about for real. It's the same stuff, different day. Same stuff, different day for real. You know what? I'm gonna get some pins to put so I can stay, so my hoodie could stay put. Yeah, but today's day 32. I made it officially. It's been, what? October, November, December. We're finishing out my 3 months of 3 months of boxing. So I don't know how long it's gonna take. He still sometimes, like, you know what I do, because I know that he doesn't like the coach. He doesn't like have to talk to me that much, because he told me, he's like, if you're doing something wrong, you'll hear me yelling at you. And so that's good, you know, because that means I'm not doing anything wrong. Bing, bong, boom. So that's good. So when he talks to other people, what I do is, as I'm boxing, I listen to it, and I start doing it. Even if it's something that I've probably been naturally doing already, I just try to put more focus into it anyways, because, you know, I just want to learn as much as I can. Like, even like the pro kickboxer that they have there that helps train people too. Well, she trains the little kids, and she trains the little kids, and she had said something one day like, there's a crazy ball where it's like a string attached high and attached to the ground, and it's like really soft or whatever. It's kind of like almost hitting like a balloon, like a firm balloon. And I used to like hit it like really fast, you know, like, well, look at me, I'm pretty fast. I'll be like, I would hit it and be like, dang, I hit it really fast, you know, because I just go full speed, full force when I'm in there for real. And then I heard her coaching another little girl, and she was telling her, like, she's like, when you hit this ball, you have to hit it slower. That's the only way you actually look good. And I was just like, oh, for real? So I started to hit it slower, and then it made sense, because the crazy ball is supposed to represent, like, the coach told me, like, somebody's head. And so heads all over the place. You want to be able to punch, not just punch straight. You got to punch wherever their head goes, you know. I think it's like something like hand-eye coordination or something. So I was just like, so ever since she told me that, like, I'll do it fast a couple times, because that's just my speed. And then I just like make sure that I'm like really, I think it's more like target practice for real, you know. So so that's what's been going on, guys. So I worked out this morning. I did you know, on the treadmill, because honestly, ever since I hurt my hand, I haven't been on the treadmill. And that's such a crappy excuse, because it's such a crappy excuse because my hand was hurt, so I didn't run on the treadmill. Yeah, so But this has been a journey, very much so, because for me, like, it's like when you're trying to just be a better person, not saying that I was the worst person, but obviously most of us strive for greatness, I guess. Or I guess most of us try to strive for greatness, I'd like to say. Most of us would like to strive for greatness, but, you know, I don't know. So anyways, during this journey, I'm not completely the fully disciplined person I'd like to be when it comes to certain things. Like, I'm not going to be on here like it's a complete diary, like telling all my business, where I mess up at, where I don't mess up at. But during this journey, I'm thankful for it because I literally changing my eating, and that's really hard, especially when you have when you're a person who's had like an addiction. Like, cigarettes was a monster, and now I see cigarettes and like I turn my face up like this. And before, when I see a cigarette, I used to be like you attracted, like I like men, you know, so I'd be like, ooh, he fine. That's how I feel when I like see a cigarette. I used to be like, ooh, I like to have some of that. And now it's like, hell no, a cigarette in this body. And somebody had told me, they were like, you know, your body is your temple, and God can't reside in there with all that weed smoking and, you know, stuff like that. And so I was like, you know what? I'm starting to feel like that's true for real. Like, even though like I've been on this journey a long time, and I feel like God meets you wherever you're at. Like, you know, you guys kind of like, it's like a, I don't know, like you work together kind of thing. You keep trying, you fail, you try, you fail, you try, and one day you have mastered a thing. So at this stage in my game, you know, at this stage in my game, I can't, at this stage in my game, I can't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even gonna lie, I be wanting to have a celebration blunt. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd be like, I'm still miss the weed though. But yeah, so I can't. And it is what it is. I'd be like, oh well, I'll go to sleep. What I'm gonna do? You know, I'm in those of you who don't know, I think you all know though, I'm in a long distance relationship, so I'm like, what I'm gonna do? Get loaded and go to bed anyway. I might as well just take my butt to bed. So that's what I've been doing, taking my butt to bed. I ain't been cutting up or nothing. Just handle my little business, go to bed. You know, trying to get my routine in life established. You guys want to see my routine? Oh no. Let's walk in there and see. And then this foot, I gotta wrap it up too before I go. And so, let me know. Hold on. Now, don't get it twisted. This routine, to not stick with. Hold on, I was sitting right outside. Okay, I'm back. So, you guys want to see? I have this here scheduled. This is my daily schedule. Oh no, I want to show if there's phone numbers over there. And this is my weekly schedule. Obviously, it changed. I have a different job now. I got a new job, so I had to cross stuff out. And I didn't want to buy another poster board for real. So, I'm trying to get to a point to where I stick with it as close to 100% as I can. And it's not me, you know. As long as I have like it there, it makes me feel like, okay, I know already. I don't need to read it every day to know what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's kind of like, to be honest, it's low-key a pro tip for anybody who's like depressed. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though you may not hit everything on the list, it just being in the room and it being written down, you writing down your intention for your schedule, for your day, for your life, is like, okay, well, eventually it's like the guilt is like in the back of my head. Like the guilt is like in the back of my head where it's like, now you know. I gotta do that and I gotta do that. I'm like, dang, I haven't even looked at the list. It's kind of like giving myself a fresh start. And it feels like a fresh start, you know? So, I don't know, I'm just saying, if you're part of my tribe who has, you know, been through a lot of things, you get sad, you get a little lonely, whatever your issue is, but you get sad, and you get to, I hate the way this looks like a little chicken head, like a little new baby chicken hair, but, but I'm trying to scoot it back. I gotta fix this when I get off this video, but hold on. But yeah, so when you know, I don't know, it's just like if you're somebody who gets really depressed, you just put a couple things on your little daily list or whatever and knock them out. And you're going to feel more confident, and eventually you'll feel like, I can handle more. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it's just an idea. Alright, Aiden, it's done now. Hold on. So I'm back, y'all. So anyway, go ahead and try that if you're like me and get a little sad. You might want to make your daily schedule and daily routine, because if you're focused on doing your routine, then you won't focus on what made you sad. And, you know, what's I gonna say? And sometimes, you know what I like to do too, because I don't like to, because it doesn't feel good. When my fiance was murdered or whatever, I got to a point where I couldn't cry anymore, but inside my body, I felt like I had to cry. Like, it felt like I was about to cry, but the tears wouldn't come. And so, and it'd be like that sometimes, but what I'm saying is like, what am I saying? So what I'm saying is like, I like to acknowledge my pain. Like, if something makes me sad and I have to cry, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry it out, and then I'm going to suck it up and move on. You know what I'm saying? Or I might even be like, dang, all right, it's going to take me about a month to get over this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's, I don't know what you should do, because I'm not a licensed psychologist, psychiatrist, life coach. I'm not none of that. I'm not none of that. But I am somebody who's been used to having to peel myself out of the bed. I am somebody who has been through a lot of hurtful things. So, you know, I kind of know some things that make me feel better. And sometimes, I mean, I wouldn't suggest, hold on. I'm sorry, I'm back. So, I wouldn't say wallow in your pain, because something that could happen is like, you could be like, oh my God, somebody called me ugly. And then from there on, you're like, well, I am ugly, and well, and my mom doesn't love me, and well, this doesn't, and well, this, and you can really go down a list. You can create a whole list that you had already made peace with. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, like, you know, use your brain to your advantage, you know. And I think naturally maybe we do, you know, just climb out of it. You know what I'm saying? Do your best to climb out of it, because you never know who needs you. You know, somebody might need you. So we gotta figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, now I'm trying to get to a point, because what I used to do is just be like, they did this, they know they did this, and instead of having a conversation with you, I'm just gonna not talk to anybody. And when this new relationship that I've been in, he has taught me to, like, disagree. I love you, and I'm gonna call you later. we're still gonna talk. So I'm kind of like, I have like no, well, I made a promise to him that I wouldn't, because I like dipped out. Like, I stopped, well, this was before we got in a relationship. You know, I didn't understand something. Like, that one song where it say, what does this say? What did that dang song say? I don't deal with nothing if it don't make sense to me. I'd be like, I don't deal with nothing if it don't make sense to me. I'm out of here. Like, it's probably like a, what is it called? Like a survival mode. Like, I do it like to protect myself, you know, because if I told you all the stories, well, one of these I will probably tell stories, but I don't know, maybe I won't, because it's already kind of, it's not like I could play music in the background and be turned up like I like to be, like, you know. So, but maybe I'll tell you guys some stories about my life, and then you'll probably understand why I could be somebody who gets away from people to protect myself, but my emotional and mental self. But yeah, so being with him has taught me to understand that, you know, like commitment. You know what I mean? Like, there's some people you just commit to have in your life. So when I had disappeared on him, when something didn't make sense to me, I had disappeared on him for like months and months, and I just sat down on my bed today and realized, like, I did disappear for a long time. That was like a year. That was like almost a year. So, you know, I didn't realize that when I was like avoiding him and not calling him back and stuff. So, anyway, so it also made me realize, like, some people are worth your time and worth your the chances and worth the conversation, because you can just have the conversation and then two people just come to agreement. And sometimes you have the conversation with people like, this is what happened, this is why I kind of like start dealing with my immediate family are the people that I'm raising now, but my old immediate family who I grew up in a household with, I stopped dealing with them because it was just like, okay, you know the issue, we talked about it, you apologized. Well, not always. They don't always apologize. Some of them just lie and like they pretend that you weren't there when it happened. But anyway, like, or you try to just put it behind you, and then they do the weird stuff again. So it's like, you know what? After 10 plus years of this, I'm just gonna just you know, love myself. Love myself to say, you know what? I don't care what your title is in my life. I don't deserve that. And after my late fiance was murdered, I got to a point where it's like, you know, I'm going to make sure when I say I love you, it's real. And I went through a whole process, even with my children. I don't want to just say I love you. I want to identify what that means. So I spent some time, oh, hold on.